sides here.
Thank you. I try. Yeah, they're dumb games, but
Hi.
Hello, I just gotta get the border set up and then, yeah.
Well, I need to reset my lives, so let me fix that real quick.
Waka 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 waka, motherfucker.
There we go.
So, you got your own timer on both of these?
Yeah. You can just go ahead and do what you did for...
Mario Galaxy 2 is gonna be 16 by 9 though, right?
What?
Are you playing Mario Galaxy in 16 by 9, yes?
Yes, I am. I'm playing this game in 4:3.
Yeah, but you got your own timer for both then, though, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna use a slightly different layout for SMG2. So you might want to like change it. You might want to change it to like the trash can screen if you feel like that would be better for getting set up. You can go ahead and do what you did for last time, which is just have double window capture and have my timer in the lower right-hand corner. That's what I suggest.
I think I'm just gonna leave like your raw footage in the border like it is and let you put the timer wherever you want, just because I'm gonna let my lovely co-host handle the next couple runs, because if I don't get a nap in before the rest of the marathon, I'm actually gonna die.
Okay, I'll let that. So should I just go ahead and start and then wait for the other person to show up?
I mean, I'm just about to put this on his head, so he's like physically in the room. You can start whenever you like.
Alright, I guess I'll just go ahead and get started. So this is Pack and Roll Remix. For those who've never heard of this game, which is probably all of you, this is an updated version of a Nintendo DS game released in 2005. This was released in 2007 as part of Namco Museum Remix for the Wii. I'm playing it on the re-release of Namco Museum Megamix for the Wii. And should be an entertaining run. I am currently the world record holder for this game. I am also one of 2 people who has ever done a run of this game. And should be an entertaining run. I hope you guys enjoy the amount of stuff I've been able to do with this game. Let's just go ahead and get started. Oh, but who's in charge of changing the game? Because if so, I usually just have it set as Pack and Roll. I usually just have the game set as Pack and Roll when I stream it. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so the first thing I need to talk about right off the bat is how to go fast in this game. As you can see, we kind of have a little boost feature, which is just done by shaking the gear moves. The game intends for you to use this to like break open boxes and stuff, but you can use it to gain quite a bit of speed really quickly. And also when you do it up on a slope, you can get a lot of good height, which will be useful for some skips later on. So the main goal of each of these stages is that there's a gate in most of these levels, and to unlock the gate, you need a certain amount of pack dots, which you'll see in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. So most of these first few stages are pretty basic, so it's just kind of going around collecting pack dots and opening gates now. So I'll talk about a couple other things related to the run. You might notice in the lower right-hand corner that I have 7 bars of health, and you're actually supposed to start with 3, but there's various fruit items you can collect throughout the game that allow you to have extra bars of health. And I allow you to already have all of those collected because, I mean, the game auto-saves, and so it'd be annoying to have to wipe your memory every single time you want to run. And also, I allow you to have already beaten the game and to have fast IL times because, again, the game auto-saves if you've beaten an IL time, or update a score of any kind, or update your life count. And that auto-saving wastes about 4.5 seconds each time. So as I'm boosting into these boxes, I'm doing a technique where I crouch as soon as I hit them, just to make sure Pac-Man doesn't go flying all over the place, because we don't want that. Right. Now on to 1-4, where we're going to be introduced to the Night Pack power-up, which makes Pac-Man substantially heavier and a bit slower, but also gives him the ability to break straight through those wooden boxes and also break those metal boxes, which normal Pac-Man can't do. You can also travel underwater. There's only one other power-up in this game, it's called the Light Pack, and you're supposed to get it in the next level, but I'm actually going to be skipping it, because it's actually possible to make a faster platform cycle without using it. So Light Pack normally kind of makes your physics really broken because it makes Pac-Man a bit floatier, and also he'll gain more height from like slow shoots and bounce pads. But we'll be seeing that in the next level, so don't worry.
Yeah, that boost really gets you going.
I should be able to make this cycle. There we go. So that takes around 8 seconds, so maybe not. We're grabbing Light Pack. Alright. Time for 2-1. So this is going to be a pretty quick level. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Night Pack, turn around, grab Light Pack, and now I'm going to slope boost to this platform that you normally can't get to until the end of the level. Ledge grab around this boost, break this box, and I'm going to do a ledge grab hop from here into the gold platform, which skips the gate entirely. And it saves a lot of time. That's one of 3 levels I'll be doing a gate skip. And those are typically some of the bigger skips in the run. So we don't have one here, but we can use those bounce pads to kind of get onto the higher ledges early. And then use those boost pads to kind of get to the end level areas quicker. You can't skip this gate because you need this Light Pack card in order to get past this bounce pad section. You can come really close to getting to these final 2 bounce pads without Light Pack, but it's just not possible. And as for 2-3, the goal platform is literally right next to where you start, but it's impossible to reach it by slow boosting. So you have to go through the entire level. This first section isn't too bad. You just kind of... It looks harder than it is, but the second section sucks. Because you have to collect all the pack dots while moving really fast, and the slopes make it pretty hard to do so. But I did it. I think I even grabbed a couple extras. Having gained life order after that part is usually really good. This section is kind of funky because the pack dots are all spread out, and it's hard to kind of route out which ones are the best to collect. And also, how many pack dots you have at that point really varies from how well you played earlier. Okay, so here's the bowl. The infamous bowl, which I will probably not find my way out of. It's very hard to find your way out of this bowl. It's because both ways out look exactly the same at first. And it's only until you get a little further that you realize you're taking the wrong way. But I went the right way this time.
Nice work.
That's 2-3. I got sub 120, that's very nice. Time for the World 2 boss. The power pellets for these things will always appear in the same spot, so it's really just a matter of memorizing where they're going to appear and then getting to them as quickly as possible. I also kind of waited there because I have to wait for Bobble to show up anyways. Again, I'm gonna wait here, but I'm also gonna grab this night pack for 2 reasons. One is so I can break this box so it doesn't get in my way later, and the second is to grab this power pellet. You don't need night pack to collect this power pellet, but it's actually a lot easier to do so, and it doesn't really waste any time. And again, I don't really have to worry about moving errors because I have to wait for all this anyways. That's World 2. World 3. This is kind of one of the harder worlds of the game. So... Oh, I already messed up. I did not mean to boost there. Okay, we're gonna have to improvise. I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab all the pack ups from these sections first. Normally I ride that car all the way around first. But... now I have to wait for a whole other extra cycle, so I probably just lost around like 20 seconds. Alright, so that is not what I should have done, but whatever. I probably should have just exited the level right away. So there is no chance that I'm going to be doing this level quickly. And I already missed the pack that. Yeah, no matter what, I'm going to have to miss that one. Otherwise, I have to go all the way back around to get it. So, normally I just go through that section normally and collect every pack on the route, and then just make a faster cycle. I usually am here like 20 seconds earlier than this. And also, I can't do the platform skip here, so I have to ride this car for a good portion of this area. So I'm just going to go ahead and show off that you can really grab out between these platforms. I do have to go to this one though because I missed the pack dot in the earlier section, and this route is very tight with pack dots. Alright, so... nice backup strat right there. That could have gone way better, but it's a marathon, and I'm not going to get upset about it. So now we're going to be doing a 3-2. There's a bunch of different ways you can go about doing this level. You can actually skip night pack for this first section entirely, but that's really hard to do and it's also really slow. So I'm actually going to go ahead and grab it. I'm not going to grab the power pellet in that box, however. I'm just going to kind of go through this and like, you need to grab underwater pack dots in order to get past this first gate because of how many dots it requires, and you can't skip it, obviously. There's a lot of sections of this game that are actually very well programmed. Like, there's usually an invisible wall preventing you from going over gates. And there's like sections where you can try to hop around a gate, but it just won't work. Usually because it's like related there or something. We find ways around it. So now I'm gonna eat Blinky here because I need to grab that night pack card. There's a metal box I have to break. Otherwise I can't get to the level. Alright, that went well. Next is 3-3. So in 3-3, this level is kind of all about cycles. This first platform cycle being probably the hardest one of the whole level to make, and it's not even that hard. I can only miss one pack dot in this first section, and I have to make a pretty tight cycle, but thankfully, as you can see, you do have a couple seconds to spare, so I guess it's going okay. This level is mostly about just kind of making sure you stay on your platform cycles and you don't, like, it's just don't, like, lose your rides, basically. So, I got only 3 pack dots from them, boosted back, and then here I'm going to grab all the pack dots and make it back onto this platform before I lose my ride. So that's like quite a bit of time. And I'm going to go, I have to go pretty quickly in this next section to make an early cycle. And thankfully you're not really tight on pack dots here. You can wait for an extra cycle. But I have to make it here. I made it. Alright, so that's the optimal way of doing this level. That was a really good 3-3. Now time for 3-4. This is the one level where I'm actually going to be pretty stingy on how many pack dots I collect, just because it will actually save time if I collect more within these first 2 segments of the route. And plus, I do kind of have to be stingy on pack dots in this first section anyway. Because as you can see, this first game requires 55 pack dots, and I only have 58 in this first section. Got every pack out there. I'm actually going to boost into the water here to grab this normal pack card because night pack moves very slow. I missed 2 pack ups, so it's not worth it to go back for them. I believe I could miss around 5 and still be okay here. And I'll explain why I need to worry about missing pack ups here in a moment. 4 is kind of bad. So this is the roller coaster. You can't skip it because the game just doesn't allow you to. There's no way to skip it, but what I am going to do is once I reach 80 pack dots, I'm going to die on purpose, and this will put me back at the checkpoint with all 80 pack dots, and just kind of avoid having to take the entire car ride. And that's why I need to grab as many pack dots as I can, because if I don't miss any, then I can die a lot sooner. So I'm going to have to die pretty late because I missed 4. That's gonna come up here. No, I died! Oh no!
Crazy. It runs over.
And the game's saving here because my life count changed. Alright, time for the World 3 boss. This is, in my opinion, the hardest boss fight with the stress that I use. So to grab that right power pellet first, and then use light pack because it's gonna bounce all the way over here. Power pellet for this one. This part of the route's really hard because I'm going to grab this bottom pack dot first, but then I have to worry about golf. It's going to throw me a wind attack that kind of fights with the other one. Alright, I didn't need to worry about it. It's very easy to have all this kind of knock you off the edge there. So for this third phase, I'm going to wait for the ghosts to appear before I eat the first power pellet, then wait until Golf's stun animation is done to eat the second. And this just keeps them in place long enough for me to not have to worry about falling off the edge. That was a really good 3 boss. Alright. Time for World 4, the Lava World, or Flaming Fortress. This first level is unique in that this is the only level in the game where all the skates requires you to get every single pack dot in that section. So, in a sense, it's kind of be considered an all pack dot around the level. This is a pretty tough stage to do because of the movement. And we've tried to find skips in this level, but almost none of our efforts have been, almost none of the efforts have paid off. This just doesn't seem to be possible. I'm making a pretty slow cycle here. I think this is like 101 cycle. We got all the pack dots we need. Now I'm going to hit this button, which will lower all the walls and allow me to go straight to the platform. There's no other way to get to it. You can't skip it with this button or anything. Alright, 4-2 is a pretty straightforward level. Midway through the section, though, I am going to be doing some minor sequence, I guess some minor skipping here. I'm going to grab a light pack and the next bounce pad section and use that to actually skip some of these bounce pads here. It saves a couple seconds, but also puts me pretty tight on pack dots. So, let's see how this goes. I'm actually kind of late here because That part's really scary because you just boost with an incredibly awkward camera angle. So this section, you just kind of want to avoid those platforms if you can. They're really hard to avoid. Alright, there we go. So for these next 3 levels, I want to give a shout outs to the only other person who's ever run this game, Joester98, because he helped me find some stuff that helped me improve this game by a lot. He found that you can boost across those platforms there. That actually doesn't save you any time, because this platform cycle that I'm about to make was already possible, and it's not possible to make an earlier one, but it makes the cycle a lot easier to make. It's this platform cycle right here. Like, that used to be just barely possible without the boosts, but it just recently became a lot easier thanks to the boost strat. And coming up is kind of a new optimization I made here. You can see here. This is a pretty recent optimization. I'm just going to grab 30 packs off of the boost and the second boost bounce pad, and it takes like 2 seconds. Alright, coming up is, in my opinion, the worst level in this category. World 4-4 is an incredibly terrible level. Joester found out that you could actually do a lot more boosts than what I was doing. But the problem is, he helped me improve, basically because I added in some boosts, I was able to improve this level by around 10 seconds. But a lot of these boosts are very difficult. The boosts I'm doing around turns, I have to worry about the camera and the slopes, because if I hold just the wrong angle, it's possible for Pac-Man to just go flying off the stage. Like, literally. I'm actually going to take it safe here and not do an extra boost that I normally would do. And checkpoints are pretty scarce in this level, so dying is actually really bad. It's very easy to lose the wind. You can boost in the wind here, which actually, again, is harder than it looks harder than it is. Alright. So here, you're supposed to ride that bounce pad all the way, but we don't need to do that. And you can't skip any of these platforms. If you try to, you'll just die because you can't go far enough. Alright, that was a really good 4-4. 117 is pretty good. Time for the second worst level in this game. This includes another strat that Joe found that's actually the biggest one that he did find. So, basically, what's going to be abused a lot throughout this stage is something called bounce boosting and lava boosting. Both, when you boost at the same time that you're grounded from on either a bounce pad or lava, you'll enter the boost state, and you'll even maintain some of the bounce. That's not good. That's not good for 2 reasons. One, it obviously loses time, but also I'm down by 2 damage, and I'm going to be doing a lot of lava boosting in this level. There's a lot of damage I'm using. That's bounce boosting. You can use it to skip a lot of those. And this is lava boosting. You can use it to skip those falling towers and save a lot of time. Alright, I'm kind of short on health here, so I'm going to hope that these lava boost goes really well. That went really well.
Nice job.
So I'm just going to go ahead and take this cycle. I'm pretty sure this is a normal cycle. There's normal cycle, there's God cycle, and then there's Om cycle. Okay, I think that's actually later than the normal cycle, but so, I have 3 HP, which is all you need for this final lava boost. And I'm going to die. Yeah, lava boosting and bounce boosting as far as I'm concerned is frame perfect. And it involves motion controls, so you know that's fun. Alright, time for the World 4 boss. So normally for this first section, Galvus has to rotate the platform for you to get these power pellets, but there's slow boost for them if you use it correctly. And you barely have to worry about the platform. On this second phase, Galvus can rotate the platform either left or right. are, it doesn't really matter which way he rotates it, they're kind of both the same in terms of speed. I think this one is slightly faster, which is actually kind of bad, because this means that for this third phase, all this is going to take a lot. The platform isn't going to be stabilized until much later in the third phase than I would like. We got these two power powers, and we're just lobbing this for this third phase. That was a really good core boss. Alright, time for World 5. This is definitely the most broken world in the game. So, every single level here has some sort of skip that you can use to drastically speed this up. This first level in particular has the biggest one. So, I'm going to be going through this first room normally because there's no way to skip the first gate, but you might have just noticed there that the gold platform is actually right next to where you start. Using light pack, there's one slope you can boost off that allows you to land on the very corner of that platform and save around 50 seconds to skip the second and third games of this level. So I'm going to grab light pack and I'm turning around. And I'm just going to do this. That was not enough height. And that just saves 50 seconds. Okay. Time for 5-2, which has the third gate skip of the run. So I'm going to use falling here to kind of skip from all the way to the end of the level. As you can see, I'm already at the bottom. And I'm going to use a glitchy ledge bounce to skip the gate. Ah, and I missed it. It's kind of precise. Oh my god. You have to land on a very small window there. You have a very small target to hit. There we go. Alright, and this next level is literally the shortest level in the game. You just fall straight from the beginning to the end. Five seconds. Yeah, that took a while. Okay, so now this is 5-4. This is personally one of the cooler levels in the game, in my opinion. It recently just got rerouted with these faster traps that I call Fast 5-4. And the reason why I say that is because basically this new route allows me to make the big skip at the end of the cycle earlier than I used to. So, you can kind of skip a cycle there. That was a bit of a cycle skip. And I'm going to be doing some more minor cycle skipping by going along the corners of these platforms. Alright, so now I'm going to explain the big skip. There's a big gear off to the right and a little bit with light pack cards and some bounce pads nearby, and it's possible to bounce all the way to it. It's a little precise, but I have timer keys for when to go. So, there we go. There we go. So that saves around like 25 to 30 seconds over doing the level the normal way. And for the World 4 boss. I mean the World 5 boss. This is another case of just the power pods appear in the same spots every time, so you just gotta remember where they are and get to them as quickly as possible. I have to be kind of careful here. If you die in a boss fight, you have to start at the very beginning. There we go.
And that includes falling off, right?
Okay, so there's two parts to this final boss. Didn't notice. Now we're on to the final boss. Pretty cool fight with some pretty cool music. We're gonna make Pac-Man dance to the music here. Alright, so I'm using crowd breaking to kind of avoid falling off the edge after eating these ghosts, because you have to boost into them. Alright, so timing's gonna end as soon as I eat all this for the final time.